And welcome back, everybody, to another live hangout here. And I'm not a coach, I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us, man. Let's go. Let me see here. Hold on. There we go. All right, man. Sweet. How you guys doing, man? Welcome back. It is August 14th, man. We are in the thick of the preseason season. The Packers just played their first preseason game against the Steelers last night. It was a rough one for sure, but luckily preseason games do not matter, and they also are not a huge indicator of what the team will actually do in the regular season. It's FJ15. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? It's good to see you, buddy. But yeah, man. But don't worry, we will get to the Packers preseason game. I will obviously have my thoughts and opinions on that. Mostly positive. Outside of some of the latter stages of that game, especially defensively, definitely some issues that they got to address. Once again, preseason. We'll get to it. But yeah, man. But I'm gonna wait a little bit here. Oh, we got. Let me see here. FNCS Landon, what's going on? Hello. How you doing? How you doing? All right, man. We got some people in early. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. How are you? I am doing very well. I'm doing very well. It's a chaotic week, but we're getting through it. Luckily, but yeah, had to drive around a little bit today. Went to a couple places I haven't been to, and yeah, it was good though. It was good. Got to spend some really great time with some important people, and hopefully the rest of the summer, hopefully the next couple weeks, I get to spend a little bit more time with some people because once the football season starts, uh, as you guys probably know, especially if you've been here and you watch some of the live streams, the amount of games and the amount of stuff that we do on the channel, it takes up a lot of time, but it's a good thing. I love doing it. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. 6-7. Oh my god, don't be starting that, man. That we gotta leave 6-7 back in what 2024, 2025. I don't know. Can't remember. All the years blend together. But we'll do one last one. All right, one last one on the channel. 6-7. But but yeah. But how are you guys been? How have you been? Nah. Okay. But yeah, right now actually we got a couple preseason games that are going on. Tampa Bay, the Jets, they're tied at 10-10 in the second quarter in the 2-minute warning. Then we got Miami with the Washington Commanders. Commanders on top 7-10 also at the 2-minute warning. And then finally Denver blowing out the Atlanta Falcons right now 17-0 in the second quarter of that game. Also about to hit the 2-minute warning. So, all right. So I watched the Packers game last night, and man, looks like y'all finished. Y'all finally fixed the kicking issue. Yes, 100%. Your local also welcome, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope your week has been going well. And yes, um, needless to say, Trey smacked that. It looks like the real deal. I think he finished with 3 kicks, but he did make 4 technically. One of them was wiped out because the Steelers picked up a penalty, so that gave the Packers an automatic first down. He still ended up kicking a field goal later on in that drive, but the initial 58 yarder was wiped away. But funny enough, later on in the game, he still kicked a 58 yarder, and of course it was perfect with a lot of room to, with a lot of extra yardage behind that ball too. So yeah, that probably would have been good from about 62, 63 probably. So yeah, I'm excited, man. Trace Mack, he looked good, man. He made a lot of big, long kicks in college, and he was a kicker for Florida for a long time. So I agree with you. I'm hoping it continues. Captain Mickey Mouse, what's going on, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Bills play this week. I don't know if you're doing any preseason. We will be doing a preseason. I'm actually gonna be making a slight announcement here, kind of a little bit later in this hangout here. We'll wait until we get a few more people coming through. That way, everybody can hear it. But yeah, we're gonna have an announcement. We will be doing one preseason game, just as a little bit of a tune-up. Even I need a little bit of a preseason tune-up, if you will, to get ready. Hey, Bills just signed an all-time Super Bowl player back in May. You gotta let me know, dude. You gotta let me know. Yeah, who did they sign? Let me see. I'm trying to think here. Super Bowl player that the Bills signed in May. I probably announced it. I just can't remember who. Let's see here. Was that McCole Hardman? They signed him. They signed him last year. Actually, I forgot. He was with the Packers. 7-6 go. There we go. Yeah, we get the YouTube play button. I like it. I like it. Let me see here. Oh, okay, okay. It was a pass rusher, Mike Dana for the Chiefs back in May, dude. It's a good pickup, man. Mike Dana has been just consistent, man. Never was really a like week to week everyday starter for the Chiefs, but always was a guy that they clearly relied on a lot over the last couple of years, especially during the Chiefs Super Bowl runs there in the late 2010s, early 2020s. He was a big supporting player for them. So yeah, you like I said, anytime you can build your roster, whether it's the middle towards the bottom, with guys like that have that kind of playoff Super Bowl experience, that were around a winning culture, it's usually going to end pretty well, or at least going to do well for the locker room. So as a Bills fan, I had no clue Hardman was on our team. To be quite honest with you, I completely forgot. I remember that the Packers cut him. Um, like people were really excited when the Packers signed McCole Hardman. They're like, "Oh, this guy can return. This guy's he has a history of being a decent receiver. Obviously, I think he caught a touchdown in a Super Bowl. I think it was I think it was either the second or the third one that the Chiefs won. Um, but yeah, man, people were excited in Green Bay, but then they just ended up cutting him at the end of the preseason. I think he bounced around before he landed on the Bills. So, but yeah, the Bills at the time, especially, they needed some depth at the wide receiver position. There's a good chance that McCole Hardman will get cut because there's a lot of guys that are going to be ahead of him on the depth chart, but he can stick around. Bills, Fedari Madison banned 3 games. Yes. Oh yeah, there was a lot of suspensions that were announced within the last like 2 or 3 days, and we will get to them as well. Actually, let's bring them up. Let's bring them up. Bring them up. Bring them up. Yay! Who's playing today? Yeah, today not too many teams. I think it's just 3 games. Tampa Bay, the Jets, Miami versus Washington, and then Denver versus Atlanta. All 3 of those games are about to go into halftime. Uh, Tampa Bay and the Jets are tied at 10. Washington is up by 3 over Miami, and the Denver Broncos are shutting out the Atlanta Falcons 24-0. But yeah, so let's start with the one of the biggest suspensions, not only in terms of length, but also probably the most impactful one, and that is edge rusher James Pierce, who obviously, if you've been following the news, obviously a lot of players this season have had run-ins with the law. Um, some innocuous, some very very serious. And James Pierce is part of that latter part there of a serious offense, potential domestic violence. There's a chance if he is found guilty of either all of these or a part of these that could spell some jail time for him. But yeah, anyway, regardless of that, the NFL has decided to suspend James Pierce for the first 8 games of the NFL season here in 2026. So it looks like he is going to be eligible to be coming back in early November. The Falcons are going to be playing the. I'm trying to see here. When. I was hoping they would have the Falcons schedule up, but they don't. But we can look that up. Oh boy, Google is awful. All right, so that will be November 2nd is one game after the Buccaneers game. Sorry, one day after the Buccaneers game, so he won't be available for that. The first game Pierce could be available for is going to be against the Bengals on November 8th. And from the looks of that, that is a international game because that starts at 8:30, and that is going to be in the Madrid game. So, whoa. So I'm actually going to watch Carolina versus Buffalo tomorrow. I like it. I don't expect us to win because usually we get blown out. But I hope the defense doesn't let up 30 like the last time. There we go. That's fair. Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to think here. Like I said, don't worry too much about the results. The things to focus on is because like once again, whether it's offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators, their their game plan is going to be very very vanilla. So the best way to enjoy preseason is, I would say, one of two ways. You can do them both, but one, look at individual matchups. Like I like to look at the left tackle for the tackles, especially, just but more specifically the left tackle. How are they going up against some of the pass rushers? Because even though these guys may not be going 100%, maybe they still want to win. These guys are competitive by nature, just being athletes. So look at those, look at individual, kind of one on ones, and then two, try to find 1 to 2, maybe 3 guys that are kind of on the bubble, and try to focus on them throughout, not just preseason games, but also try to look for their names in your local beat writers. Are they getting some good reps in practice? Are they making splashes in practice? And then how is that translating to the games, the preseason games? And just focus on that. If you can focus on the one-on-ones, offensive line, receivers, running backs, and then try to find those bubble guys that might make the roster, it'll make the preseason a lot more enjoyable instead of worrying about a result that really doesn't matter. So, preseason really isn't about scoring, it's about team depth. 100%. I like it. And understanding that 38-0 questionable. Yeah, 38-0. Oof. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, because I'm trying to think. I think I always go back to 2007 during the preseason. This is when they were still playing 4 preseason games. The Patriots win 0-4, lost all 4 of their preseason games, but they finished the regular season 16-0. That was the year that they almost went perfect. And then I think that same preseason, I think it might have been the next year, the Lions went 4-0. They won all their preseason games, but that was also the same year that they ended up losing all of their regular season games. So yeah, which I think it was 2007 because they finished with the worst record. They got Matthew Stafford. So, but yeah, man, um, yeah, it's preseason is fun. I always enjoyed it. I think I told you this story before, but my first ever Packer game was uh, in 2011, the year that the Packers would go on to win the Super Bowl. I saw Peyton Manning get picked off by undrafted rookie Sam Shields. for a pick six. So that was like to me ever since that happened, I was like, you know what, man, the preseason does have its place. But yeah, man. But hopefully the Bills win though. It's always fun, even if it's preseason. You always want to see your team win. The 38 to nothing I'm talking about was the last preseason. Funny enough, it was Buffalo versus Carolina. Ooh, I think we might have talked about that preseason game just a little bit. Just a little bit. Huh. That is hilarious. Oh, okay, yes. It says it was against Chicago. Chicago defeated the Buffalo Bills 38 to 0 in a Week 2 NFL preseason game at Soldier Field back in August 17th, 2025. God, man, see, even the Bears don't. So, see, that's why I don't like the Bears, man. They take the preseason too seriously. But yeah, but I would say I feel bad for James Pierce for getting suspended, but I don't know. Keep your hands to yourself, dude. Do that from now on, and you should probably be fine. I don't know, but that's my opinion. Here, who else got suspended? Oh yes, Dorrance. I think I'm saying that name right. Dorrance Armstrong, a linebacker slash defensive end for the Commanders, is being suspended for the opening season opener for the Commanders there. He was arrested and charged with two misdemeanor charges: assault causing bodily injury and resisting arrest slash search or transport. Not good. And on top of that, Armstrong tore his ACL last year, so he's still trying to kind of fully come back. It seems like he's recovers from that knee injury, but still. Oh yeah, Chicago. Yep. Don't worry, man. I forget about the Chicago Bears all the time. All the time. We got a weird injury report. Special team coordinator for the Colts, Brian Mason, has torn multiple knee ligaments. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. That just sucks, man. After a sideline collision on Thursday night's preseason game against the Patriots. Jeez, my God, dude, the Patriots cheating again. Unbelievable. They can't stop themselves, man. And then, of course, as Captain was talking about, Phildarian Mathis is going to be banned for the first 3 games for substance abuse violation. See, specifically, he was a second round pick for Washington. Oh, sorry. So he was drafted by Washington, but he's being suspended for something that he did as a Jet. Looks like it was alcohol related incident back in spring of 2025. Okay. David Stegosaurus, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? How you doing? How's your week been, my man? Let me know. Let me know. Sorry, we're catching up on some suspensions that have been handed down by the NFL over the last day or two. Quite a bit of them. Quite a bit. We got back from WALK. Might read it. Very true. Very true. And if we need to, we can reverse it. You know, KLAW. That way they don't know what's going on. Are any of the suspensions bridges? Ha ha ha! Jokes. I like it. I like it. No, but one is piercing. James Pierce. Yeah. Not my best joke. Not my best joke. But that's all right. But yeah, man. Mathis for the Bills, 3 game suspension. Pierce, 8 game suspension, and then Armstrong for the Commanders. He's going to be suspended for the opening game of the season for the Commanders, I should say. But yeah, nothing too crazy, man. Nothing too crazy. It looks like the rookie wide receiver Jordan Tyson, one of the top receivers drafted this past spring. He's going to be missing some time with a hamstring injury, which you kind of always seem to get with those speedy receivers, man. They're very, especially when they come into the league, their hamstrings tend to kind of give them fits. But yeah, it looks like he's going to be missing some time. He could potentially miss the first week or 2 or 3 of the season if they want to be very cautious with him. But we'll see. They were to have a kind of busy day as it's D23 Parks panel at 10 p.m. my time. Oh, okay. Let me see. What is D23 Parks, man? Let me know. Let me know. Hopefully you have some fun, man. Dave, you should try and watch Bills tomorrow. Yeah. What time is the? Let me see. Yeah. So far, the only game I was able to watch, and I didn't get a chance to watch the entire thing, was the Packers game. I watched the first 3 quarters. I couldn't. I didn't get a chance to finish it. I had to. I had to bounce. But um. But yeah, man. I definitely will be watching some preseason games just because I want to familiarize myself with some of these new names and new places just a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, what time do the Bills play? They play at they play at noon. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know if they'll be showing it on in my area, but if they do, I will definitely try to catch a little bit of it, or at the very least, the highlights. But yeah, man, like I said, that new stadium looks nice. That looks nice. J Kim, what's going on? Great live stream, man. Hey, appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, man, welcome, welcome. Hope your week is going well, man. Hopefully the weekend is looking good for you. Um, but yeah, dude, who's your team and what do you thought of so far? Have they played in the preseason? Let me know what you thought of the preseason games so far. Captain, 1 sec, noon Eastern time, 11 your time. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, right on, right on. Yeah, I wonder how many of the Bills starters will be playing in that game. I would be surprised if Josh Allen plays, but yeah, either way. Packers in my time. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Heck yeah, brother. Go, Pack, go. But yeah, man, what'd you think of the preseason game? I know only 9 points, didn't look great, but to be honest with you, man, I still found a lot to like. I think the pass rush, especially early on, was very explosive but inconsistent, which is okay. Kicking, I mean, who knows, man? Looks like Trey Smack might be the real deal, man. I'm also a streamer, dude. Let's go, man. Yeah, dude. Don't be afraid. You can drop your YouTube channel on the chat, man. We're all about supporting each other, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate you being here, dude. Yeah, what kind of stuff do you do? Do you like to do like short form content? Do you live stream games? Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Appreciate you being here, dude. Captain, they're putting Allen in there thinking about out. Okay. Oh, Jay. Yeah, dude. Holy cow. I'm so yes, absolutely, Jay. Dude, what's going on, brother? How you been? Dude, I catch your streams every when I can. Every once in a while, man. You're awesome, dude. I appreciate you. Oh, what happened here? Hmm. I'm good. All right, dude. Heck yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, dude. Yeah, the Packers. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff in that game. Trace Mack was looking phenomenal, man. Made two kicks from 58. Only one counted, but still made the other one. Um, Marshawn Lloyd, dude, got a lot of carries early. Obviously, he was the number one back with Jordan Love in the number one offense. Made some great cuts. I think it was the first play. He got a handoff to the left. He was supposed to hit the outside hole, but there was a defender there, cuts it inside, and then still bounces it outside. Turns a 1 yard run into about, I think, 6 yards, man. So Marshawn Lloyd, man, if he can stay healthy, hopefully, um, I think he's going to be an unexpected game changer for the Packers, at least a little bit. Dave, be right back. My mouse is wonky. Okay, all good, David. All good, brother. Tell you, man. Hey, man, you gotta feed the mouse some cheese, okay? Otherwise, it's gonna get all wonky. Right? Piece of cheese keeps the mouse happy. Jay, love your stuff. You do. Yes, he did. Hey, man. Jay, thank you, brother. I also love the stuff that you do, man. You are phenomenal, man. You are phenomenal, dude. Yeah, man. When you break down the news, man, it's always fun, dude. It's always so much fun. For a second there, dude, I was like Jay. I was like, why does that name sound familiar, man? I'm so used to your channel's title, man. But yeah, dude, it's so awesome to have you here, man. I appreciate you. Thanks, brother. Heck yeah. Also, dude, let me know what do you think. What do you think of the Packers this year? Like, what do you feel like how they're gonna do? Maybe not record wise, but like, is there anything in particular that you're excited about? Let me know. I'm trying to think here. Oh, the other thing too, there was a lot of Packers, former Packers, I should say, that played for the Steelers in that preseason game last night. Lou Nichols, who was a seventh round draft pick for the Packers in 2021, he has the distinction of being the only guy in that draft class to not make the 53-man roster. He was cut, and I think he spent the next couple seasons as a running back for the Eagles. I think he was like basically a special teams guy for the most part. Robert Tunyon played in that game also as well. Almost got a touchdown. Like the Steelers are just basically just rebuilding the Packers from about 5 or 6 years ago over there in Pittsburgh, man. I mean, obviously, Rodgers is there, Mike McCarthy is there, a bunch of other former Packer coaches are also there, man. It's pretty funny to see that. I think Love is going to have a big year, 100%, dude. Oh man, I agree with you, man. He seems very very calm this year. Just from what I've been able to read, there's a little bit of like more of a oh man, how do I describe it? I don't want to keep on saying calm, but there seems to be more of like a steadiness in him in practice in the locker room. Um, Even the way he's carrying himself, like you can tell. Like look at some interviews from Jordan in his first 2 years compared to this season. Like just the way he's able to, the way he speaks, they're coming out a lot faster. He's thinking a little bit less. Yeah, man, and that comes with time as well. Like when you compare Aaron Rodgers from his first 2 years as a as when he was up at the podium to towards the end, man, it was very very different person. But yeah, man, I agree, man. I hope this is the year that Jordan is able to kind of fully entrench himself as one of the elite quarterbacks, not just show flashes, not just look like an elite quarterback for a month or two, but just consistently be one of those top guys, man. So, yes, you're right. Yeah, man. Papa, as I call him, because now he's a dad, man. This is the year of Papa Love, man. A Papa Love. Captain Bill's trying to get Vita Vea, David. Ooh, ooh. Jay MVP year. Dude, let's hope, man. Let's hope, man. Hopefully, it's if it's not the MVP year, let's hope it's a Super Bowl year. I'll take one. I'll take both. Am I being greedy? Maybe just a little bit. Why can't I have an MVP quarterback and a Super Bowl title? All right. But yeah, man, I'm hoping he plays to that level, man. Because like I said, man, Jordan has been consistently one of the top 10 quarterbacks in I would say the last 3 years. Um, but the biggest thing with him, and I think this is just a more overall offensive issue, is that sometimes the offense stalls for long periods. Like the Eagles game last year was a rough one to watch. They just had a rough November slash December for the most part. But if they can kind of overcome that and just be more consistent, man, it's they have the pieces there. I think the defense could use another draft, to be quite honest with you. But I think right now they have enough to be competitive against almost any team. But yeah, Vita Vea, yes, going back to that, Captain. Yeah, man, like for some reason the Buccaneers are kind of playing hardball with Vita, man. I would have to double check. I don't think they've re-signed him, right? But yeah, man, I don't understand why, man. I know he's been in the league for a while. Maybe they don't really want to pay for a guy that might be aging. He's 31, but man, dude, he has been an integral part of their success. Going back to when they won the Super Bowl with Tom. But yeah, man. Either way, man. Yeah, because it looks like this is according to rumors. Bills, Bears, and 49ers are checking in on Vita Vea. So, well, you have a great rest of your stream and have a great night. Jay, you too, my man. Thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate you, and I can't wait for your stuff this season, man. Keep doing it, man. I enjoy watching it, man. I always leave a like. I'm subscribed to you, man. I appreciate you, and let's keep it rolling, man. I'm gonna I'm gonna be looking forward to your stuff, man. And I hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great summer. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, thank you. Have a great night, my man. Where are we at here? Yeah, let me see here. Sorry, I'm looking at the Packers and Steelers preseason. So we had Lou Nichols, former Packer. We had Robert Tunyon. Yeah, dude, Bobby Tunyon, man, 4 catches, 61 yards in that game. They were definitely force feeding him near the goal line, man. There was a couple times they were trying to get him in there, but it did not work. I'm trying to think here. Anybody else, man? I feel like there was one more guy that I can't think of his name, but either way, it's there's a lot of former Packers, especially offensively, that clearly is a big thing for Aaron. Man, this is his last year. Almost everywhere he's gone since he left Green Bay has just he has made an emphasis of bringing in guys that he has played with in the past in Green Bay because he wants to be surrounded by players that he feels comfortable with. He wants to go out on his terms, and he wants to be surrounded by guys that he likes and hopes to be around for a while. So fair. Magdalena used to be a Super Bowl. Let me see here. I do not know, my man, but I can check. Magdalena. Magdalena, where is his Wikipedia page? Jeez. All right, so he was. So he played for Kansas City last year. So no, he did not play in a Super Bowl because last year was his rookie year with Kansas City. Yeah, it doesn't look like he has any regular season stats either. So oh yeah. back. Oh, dude, I was literally about to say, I'm like, hopefully David gets back soon. Dude, I checked out, David, I checked out the postmodern jukebox version of Santeria. Phenomenal, man. What was the female singer, dude? She freaking killed it, man. That was awesome, man. I'm gonna have to check out more of their stuff, man. But dude, that was a good one, man. I feel like that some of that stuff I'm gonna have on in the background as I work on some stuff. What's That's gonna be a good game. They're playing, maybe, maybe where they're playing what? I think Captain, you're talking about the preseason game tomorrow, right? Yeah, dude. And I like that kind of style of music, man. Like I said, big band, Frank Sinatra kind of stuff. You know, Bing Crosby, 50 stuff. I have a soft spot for that kind of stuff, man, and it's really cool. Hopefully they have more stuff like that. But you know, let's say some of the stuff that they do change it up, which I do like. I like a little variety, man. Dave, look where Allen's playing next Saturday for preseason. It won't be for you to stream, FYI. Yeah, we can check it out. We can check it out. Yeah, so like right now, my plan is only to do one. It will be a Packer one, just simply because one, preseason games tend not to um, do a whole lot. To be quite honest with you, um, two, sometimes especially with preseason, they're so concentrated. They're so kept. Like they're unlike regular season games where they'll be showing in your area, even if it's not a local team. Most preseason games are kind of more restricted to their local broadcasts, so you don't always get it over here. And then on top of that, it's usually around this time is when I'm like really gearing up for a bunch of other stuff. So it's trying to finalize a couple things. So I will see if I can do it, man. I can't promise anything, but like I said, we will be doing one preseason game here in the next like 10 minutes. I will be announcing something here for that you guys will be able to participate throughout the next couple days, basically. So okay, but you're missing a good one next week. Like I said, I can promise you this. I will watch the highlights for you because I always like to watch the highlights of the preseason, especially because the broadcast is not like Fox. It's not like the local like the major broadcast announcers. It's usually like local, in state, in city um, broadcast. So it's the first time that you. It's one of the few times that I get to hear that specific broadcast voice. It's almost like the radio, if you will, like the radio broadcast for a lot of these teams. So I always like to hear them because they know so much about the players, so much about the team. They know so much about the identity that's being developed by the team at the local level, if you will. So I do catch the highlights of those. Make it double if you can't stream it like the regular season. There we go. I'm doing both games, baby. And ad breaks for your preseason. Oh my god. Hey man, if you guys want, man, I can continue some of the hydration break ad bits into the regular season, into the NFL regular season. Obviously, I won't be doing an ad bit for every single ad break in the NFL game because there would be hundreds. But we can probably at least do one for sure per live stream. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that, like having that kind of little bit of a bit joke into some of these regular season games. Because I did have fun with those. Those were really funny. Yes, it's a very good game. You should see where Alan is. Oh, yeah, let's check it out. Sorry, my ADHD brain is It's like squirrel. Just let's check it out. Bills preseason schedule. So next Saturday. It's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be at the. It's gonna be against the Browns in Cleveland. All right, the Browns. The weird thing with the Browns, you know how most teams they play like 4 or 5 quarterbacks in the preseason game. You know the just to kind of give some of those guys reps because they won't get reps in the regular season. The Browns are not doing that because the Browns are actually trying to figure out which of these 5 quarterbacks they can trick into being the starting quarterback for the regular season. That's what their goal is here. It's like quite the opposite. You're not trying. The Browns are not trying to find their franchise quarterback. They're trying to trick one of these quarterbacks into being a franchise quarterback for them. Too mean? Might have been too mean. Sorry, Browns fans. My apologies. Let me see here. You could have halftime sponsor like clock should be first because halftime. It's true. I like it. I like it. And it's the different quarterback for Browns going against Allen. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of different Browns quarterbacks. I would be legitimately, I would be very surprised if they didn't start this season. If they didn't start at least 3 guys, to be quite honest with you, not even talking about injuries. That could add to the number, but I guarantee you this season the Browns are going to go through at least 3 starting quarterbacks. Just because it doesn't seem like any of them, they didn't really find a guy in the draft that they clearly, without question, want to be their franchise quarterback. They're just hoping that these guys develop. I'm trying to think here. The Browns play the Bears tomorrow, so we'll get our first look. We get our first look for both of those teams. See, where else are we at here, man? But yeah. Trying to think here. Sorry. Looking at some of the any news that I might have missed over the last week. I don't think we've missed much, thankfully. Seems like the injuries have kind of calmed down a little bit. The suspensions definitely went up, but we will hopefully there's no more. Hopefully these guys calm down the rest of the season. It says Shadur Sanders is playing Allen. Oh, they picked Shadur as their starter, which I guess makes sense. He did have probably the Browns' best game for a quarterback in the last like 2 or 3 years. Even though I think they still lost in that game. Yeah, it'll be interesting, man. I literally just looked up Shador. I completely forgot he made the Pro Bowl last year. That's hilarious. 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 56% completion rating. Did rush for a touchdown. But yeah, man. It's always funny when that happens, man. When a player gets memed into the Pro Bowl, it's pretty funny. Pro Bowl is a joke now, 100%, man. And I can't tell. I think it goes back and forth, man. But I know a lot of players want those like escalators to be removed from their contracts, especially like young players they that haven't gone to the Pro Bowl. They don't really want those in there, but man, it's tough, man. The Pro Bowl just as a as an event has clearly just kind of lost its luster over the last 15 years. But at the end of the day, the NFL still finds a way to. It's a great marketing tactic for them. It allows them to um, kind of push the brand a little bit. So Helens with his brother just moved his fifth metatarsal last season, but it's all set to play. Let's go, man. Heck yeah. Yeah, man, a healthy Josh Allen should be pretty difficult to stop, man. I heard that they replaced his toe with a steel toe, so it should be good. I'm joking, of course. Joking. Do you think Josh Allen will have any duct tape on his foot to protect it? I mean, even if I didn't break, even if I didn't break a toe or anything like that, I would throw some duct tape on there. Throw some Gorilla Glue on there. Oh, dude, you'd be good. You'd be golden. Duct tape and Gorilla Glue. Nothing is breaking. Nothing is breaking. Wrap the ankle around it. Wrap the knee. Woo. Yeah, Buffalo Bills quarterback is expected to play in the team's preseason opener against the Carolina Panthers. Head coach Joe Brady announced that all healthy starters will see playing time. Okay. All right, man. Joe Brady setting the tone. He's like, "Now you're playing. You're playing." What if Joe Brady said, "Hey, all the starters have to play the preseason, but I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna let the offensive coordinator take over play calling." Have you used duct tape as a temp band-aid? I mean, it's not bad, man. It's not bad. You gotta use what you have, man. And if it's effective, it works. I've even seen people use crazy glue to stop a bleeding or a cut. So this is it's from ESPN, by the way. Okay, right on, right on. Yeah, and I think I feel like especially over the last couple seasons, most teams for the most part are putting their starters in for a series during the first game, and if it looks good, then it's basically that's it for the preseason. But I think the teams that are going to be playing their starters more are the teams that are struggling, that are trying to find an identity, trying to find a leader, trying to find potentially a franchise quarterback. Those are the teams that tend to play their starters a lot more. But to be fair, I also have a tacky Christmas sweater vest made 100% of duct tape. That sounds awesome. And one day I must see what that looks like. So are we talking like different colored duct tape? Some green, some red, a little bit of white? Or is it all just the same color gray duct tape over a sweater? I am fascinated by this. So a little bit of news. This happened about an hour ago. So just around the time we went live, it looks like a second round pick Chase uh, Bessenet's offensive lineman for the Cardinals. It looks like he tore his MCL. And that is not good news, man. From the looks of it, he is going to be out the entire season. So yeah, Chase Besantes. Sorry, that's how you pronounce his last name. I messed it up, like I usually do. I'm not really good at pronouncing the last names, but I figure it out after a while. Red base, respect. I like it. I like it. White border around collar and bottom and armhole. Front has a green Christmas tree with a few lights and a gingerbread man. Back has a green stocking with name David on it. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't think Picasso could have made a better sweater there, man. It's legendary right there. Man, why don't people ever give me cool stuff like that, man? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Did you make it yourself or was that gifted? Dang, dude, that sucks, man, for Chase. Yeah, he was the 34th overall pick in this past year's draft. I made it myself. There you go, man. Respect. Respect. Yeah, dude, I gotta get a Christmas sweater, man, and I gotta wear it on the stream. I gotta wear it when I stream the Christmas games. I gotta be in the festive mood. Jesus. So Titans defensive back Nazee Johnson is going to be suspended for the first 6 games of the season for violating the NFL's performance-enhancing substance policy. The suspension will not start until the 30th of August. So I guess he will be able to play throughout the preseason here. So. Hmm. This comes as a little bit of a surprise, man, but Terrion Arnold, as of yesterday, is expected to sign with the Seattle Seahawks. Interesting. Did they were his Sorry, I'm just trying to find his legal troubles here. I don't know if Okay, no. So the trial is still going. Arnold has a $1 million bail, and he's on house arrest currently. So this is more of the Seahawks kind of going with a low risk, high reward type of thing. dude. That is wild. There, I did not expect him to be signed by anybody. Like the charges have not been dropped. This guy could still very much be going to jail for a long time. But anyway, but yeah, man. How was David or Captain whoever it is for anybody, man? How's the week been for you guys? Did you guys do anything fun? Anything interesting? And then David, how's the family doing, my man? All right. All right. I think now is a good time. So, one of the announcement I was going to make today is going to be, so like I said, I was going to do a preseason game, but I was like, well, I could just pick the game. It's down to basically it's going to be a Packer game, but I'm going to leave it up to you guys actually. I'm going to put up a poll after this stream, and it'll run all the way through Thursday, basically. And you guys are gonna have the choice to pick either the second preseason game for the Packers or the third, and I will stream that game. So I'm gonna leave that choice up to you guys. So yeah, that's gonna be the thing. I wanna have kind of more stuff like that with you guys, because I want you guys to feel like, and not just feel, but like this channel is about as much yours as it is mine, man. Um, and I appreciate you guys. So want to be able to kind of have you guys interact with some of the content a little bit more. Been okay. It's just hot, so hot. Oh my god, dude, you are not wrong. You're not wrong. When the overnight low is 75, it's just gross and humid. I guarantee you. I guarantee you, it's humid. Oh, yeah, man. Ooh. That's the one thing, man. If it's hot and humid, can't do it. David, the Jets are getting their ass kicked 17-13. Come on, man. They're only losing by 4. Can't be getting their butts kicked at that badly. But, yeah, I mean, it's the Jets. I wouldn't be surprised if that score is not telling the whole story, but I don't know. 17-0 would be getting their ass kicked. Basically, what's isn't that what the Falcons are doing? Oh, they were losing 24-0, but they finally scored a touchdown late in the third. So the Falcons are no longer being shut out. They are now just losing by 17. Just 3 possessions. Just 3 possessions. Or 28-3. Oh, snap. That hurts. It's a way to. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, what's let me see here. So Miami's losing 17-7. Did I'm assuming they're playing their starters for a little bit here, especially with so many new guys on offense. So yeah, Malik Willis, 4 of 5, 43 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Didn't get sacked. That's a good thing. Quinnen Ewers, 1 for 8. Jesus. Uh, Actually, let's just lump the next two quarterbacks together. So Quinnen Ewers and Cam Miller have combined for 2 completions out of 13 attempts, 33 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Like, that's rough. And Washington obviously didn't start. Didn't really have any of their starters out there in this game, which makes sense. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, I'm hoping Malik has a good year, man. Hoping he has a good year. Oh, I completely forgot to tell you guys. So yeah, this week I went to Six Flags for the first time, and holy cow, man! I'm not a roller coaster person, but got invited, and I was like, you know what? Let's try it out, man. Let's try it out. Yeah, I avoided any of like the crazy ones, like the Flash or whatever. Like I'm like, no, 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 I'm good. I'm not gonna pass out. But yeah, we rode the Dark Knight, which is a like a little roller coaster basically. But dang, dude, that thing had some sharp turns. I'll tell you that much. Some crazy sharp turns. But yeah, let me know if you guys are like, do you guys like roller coasters? Have you gone to Six Flags in the past? Let me know your experience. But dude, so much walking. It was so freaking hot and humid. Um, I didn't weigh myself afterwards, but I'm pretty sure I lost about probably close to like 4 pounds. Just just sweating. I was very sore the next morning. Not gonna lie. The Dark Knight was a great movie, 100%. I don't know about roller coasters, but I rode the Batman ride at Six Flags in St. Louis once. Ooh, yeah, I saw that one, dude, and I was like, "Holy cow, man! That is gonna be an intense ride." I did not do any of the crazy ones. Like there was a something called like a sky whatever. Basically, it's like you're on a pendulum, and not only are you being swung back and forth, but you're also rotating at the same time, and you're like close to 200 feet up in the air. I'm like, no, I'm good. I get motion sickness now on roller coasters, so I can't ride as many as I used to. Same. 100%, dude. I remember as a kid, dude, I was like, oh yeah, no problem. Now I'm just like, man, that was, I'm like, I got dizzy. They're like, we just walked to the bathroom. That's all you did. I was like, yeah, man, but there's like a slight incline going into the bathroom. It's too much. Yeah, what was the other? What were the other ones that we do? We went on one where it was it's called Ricochet. Like you're on this like little like basically you're spinning around, but it keeps on like jutting you up and then down. But every time it goes down or up, it would accelerate at the same time. So like you would start to like slow down, and then as you're moving up or down, it would just the entire thing would accelerate even faster. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, no. Yeah, I was like, no, I can't do this. Can't do it. But the kids had fun. The kids had fun. They went on a lot more rides than I did. I think they ended up altogether. We ended up riding about half of what they offered at Six Flags, and it was a good time. It was a good time. Yeah, I think the next time we go probably won't be until next year, but the next time we go, we're gonna try to do maybe the water park stuff. Worlds of Fun have ride called the Zulu that I love. It's a circle with cars hanging, and it goes around and then slowly rises up, so you end up doing loops nearly upside down before lowering down. Oh my god! See, Zulu. Let me see here. To look this up. This sounds terrifying, man. Doesn't seem fun, but like I said, I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to roller coasters. Oh, I gotcha. I see, I see, I see. Oh, so it's like a Ferris wheel, but the cars don't like adjust to the angle to keep. Okay, I'm assuming you're strapped in, right? They're not just like, you know what? You better keep up with the rotation, otherwise you're gonna be upside down for a while there. It's actually pretty relaxing. All right, man. All right. So Worlds of Fun Park. Okay. Hey, man. If I'm ever in the neck of the woods and I'm gonna be there for a couple days, I have to check out this park, my man. Yeah. It does look pretty cool, though. I'm not gonna lie. It does look pretty cool. And the funny thing is, I'm a person that has gone skydiving and enjoyed it. Um, but yeah, roller coasters give it's like I think it's like the accelerated force and the centrifugal force. I think that's what messes me up. Because weirdly enough, with skydiving, that doesn't happen. You don't have that like weird like one part of your body is still moving in one direction, but you're going in the other. Okay, man. Oh, holy cow! This goes. Oh, holy cow! Sorry, I just saw like a different angle of this thing. Oh, so this thing doesn't just go up and down like a Ferris wheel. This thing really gyrates and rotates. Holy cow! Okay, David, you were a crazy man. You were a crazy man, but I respect you. It's a caged or car, basically sliding door to hold you in. Okay. So they don't just give you like some duct tape and be like, "Hey, you better strap, you better hold this, better hope this tape holds you in here, otherwise, it could be a long day for you." Interesting. Okay. Oh snap! The Jets have made it a close game. It is now 17-16. Buccaneers on top. Oh boy, man. The Jets are coming back. Let's check it out, man. It's like a tilt-a-world kind of thing going on here, man. So it starts out flat, and then it slowly just kind of rises up while it continues to spin, eventually almost looking like a Ferris wheel. Gotcha. Okay. To be honest with you, I thought it was spinning. I thought it was gonna spin a lot faster. So, okay, okay, not too frightening. Appreciate the video, man. Thank you, thank you. Oh man. But yeah, man. I'm trying to think here. Oh, and I'm gonna be releasing some basically division prediction videos, things like that over the next this month actually. Those will be coming out pretty quickly. Those are going to be just kind of my thoughts, my general thoughts on the teams for the most part, and then kind of where I think they will finish in their division. So they'll be kind of sweet, short and sweet, if you will. Because I feel like as the season progresses, I'll be, especially early on, I'll be giving my thoughts on those teams, um, in a more long form fashion anyway. So especially with those videos, just keeping them short and sweet, concise, making some quick points, man. And hopefully you guys enjoy those. Hopefully we can do more of those in the future, and we'll keep it going. else happened this week, man? Sorry, I'm looking back at my schedule here. Oh, actually, I saw. Let me send this to myself real quickly here. Saw this car, man. Oh, dude. I know there's a reason we don't make cars like this anymore, man, because they probably aren't that very efficient. But I would love to be able to drive a car like this, man, just to kind of like the style of it. It looks incredible, man. Has a great like those old cars from like the 40s, 50s, and 60s, man. Always just had a great silhouette. But let me bring it up here. Keeping them short because you're familiar with that. Think you're funny? You think you're funny from all the way up there? Come down here. Come down here. That was a good one. That was a good one. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that. That's good. Oh my god. My dad has now rusted out and missing trunk. Has a now rusted out and missing trunk 1973 Firebird in Navajo orange. Ooh. Hasn't run in 35 years. But one day, man, I just need this one or two parts, man, and it'll be right back. That's what my uncle used to say about some of his old cars. He's like, no, it works fine. It's got a good body. It's got a good structure. We just need a couple parts. I'm like, they haven't made those parts in like 3 decades, dude. Just give it up. It's over. Take a couple pictures, give it a couple kisses, and just send it on its way. But yeah, man, come on. You can't hold on to these things, man. Dude, what is going on with this freaking picture, man? It has a unibody frame, and that frame rusted, so no, it doesn't have a good body. That's fair. That's fair. There we go. My goodness. Sorry, that took way too long to freaking get. Almost made this bit not worth it. But oh my god. Hopefully this shows up on camera well. I don't think it will be. Oh. Hold on. Oh my god, dude. Like, sir, I can make up a freaking scrolling draft ticker. I can do all this crazy stuff, but I can't seem to upload a decent image of this picture that I took today. Oh, the duality of man, I tell you. But yeah, dude, some of these cars, man, that like I don't know if you have uncles like that, man, that just hold on to things for too long, for too long. It's not even cars either. It's a bunch of other stuff. All right. Fortunately, the picture is going to be a little grainy because apparently I had to kind of shrink it down, but it should look fairly decent. So I apologize. But yeah, man, I saw this bad boy earlier today. Oh, I hold on to things too long. You're not the only one, man. You're not the only one. But yeah, dude. Just look at that, man. So nice. Unfortunately, the interior of it was kind of torn up a little bit. The seats still look good, but the rest of it was like falling apart. But man, dude. But yeah, looked pretty good, man. It was a pretty nice car. Reminds me of The Godfather. I think in that scene, when they. Ooh, that's a good pick. Thank you, man. Thank you. But yeah, dude. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh man, I gotta take a picture. I was like, hopefully it's not awkward. Hopefully the owner doesn't mind. But yeah, man, really really nice car, man. Like I said, great, just a great cut, great silhouette, man. Probably does not get good mileage. I'd be lucky if you get like 8 to 10 miles out of this thing per gallon. But you look good. But you look good riding it, man. I find that era of cars ugly, but I respect the era because progress and things. It's fair. It is bulky. I'll say that for sure. It is bulky, but it does have like, especially the front of it, man, just has a unique style to it. Kind of reminds me of the of like remember Tim Burton's Batman? Like it had that kind of era of like cars, like especially like just like the regular cars, not necessarily the Batmobile, but like the other cars had that kind of style to them. Yeah, I really don't know exactly what era this is. This might be like this could be potentially anywhere between like the late 20s to like maybe all the way to the 50s, but I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, let me look up the car that you said. It was a 1973 Firebird. I feel like I know what a Firebird is. I'm pretty sure. Because I think, could be wrong, but I feel like one of my favorite movies actually had a Firebird in it. Okay, that's what I thought, yeah. I mean, that's what I was expecting, but I wanted to make sure. Holy cow, man. Yeah. Navajo orange, man. Has that little, like, just a little tail, that little mini tail at the end there. I was thinking 20s and 30s. You might be right, man. I think you're right. Cause I've seen cars that were built similarly, obviously from like the 40s, but I was like, feels like an older car that I was looking at. But like the outside looked in great condition. The inside obviously probably needed some work. But yeah, man. But this Firebird, dude, and I looked one up that has the Navajo orange. Pretty good. My dad's Firebird is a base model, so no fancy hood, scoops. But yeah, he's the only owner it has had. Oh, nice, dude. Single owner cars, man. Because it's become a lot more rare. I feel like. Let me see. So does your dad's car look like this? Or or like you said, like it might not have the stuff on the hood there. That's basically it minus the hood scoops on the top. There we go. Okay. Gotcha. I think I was trying to find one without the scoops on there, but I could not find one. But gotcha. Speaking of older cars or older automobiles, this this automobile was a frequent. I'm about to show you here. I feel like this is like a very like 80s, 90s, maybe early 2000s type of vehicle, especially for families of probably more than 3 or 4 kids. Got to transport all of them all at once. Keep some space because if you get too close, they start fighting. You know, you can send everybody to their own section in their own corners so they don't kill each other. But this uh, van right here, this reminds me of my childhood. It has a different rim style too, but that's minor. That's fair. That's fair. The scoop. The scoop. But yeah, dude. Yeah, like the windows on this van, dude. They're like it was such a weird freaking thing because they're so long, and like they couldn't roll down. You could only slightly pop them out slightly. It's just like enough to be able to squeeze your hand through them. That's kind of it. Like it didn't do great for airflow, but yeah. Oh no, we had a 1984 Chevy van in brown shades that looked very similar to that style. Back seat folded down, yes sir. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There was a table you could put between chairs and back seat. Oh, I don't think the. I'm trying to think. I don't think the one from my childhood. I don't think it had the table. Maybe it did. I don't know. God, that's what happens when you get old, man. Can't remember everything. But yeah, dude, those specific Chevy vans that were like from the 80s that were still very much all over the place in the 90s, man. And it was like the interior was always like some type of like felt. It was never like it's rare. It was and it had like maybe like some uh, rubber trim around there, but always very fluffy. I think this was our paint scheme, if not very similar. Let's see here. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, like you said, a little bit of brown shading in there. Yo, loco, went to walk my dog for a while back though, and And man, the Falcons can't catch a. They probably cannot. I actually haven't checked on them in a little bit here. Let me see here. Jeez, 27-10. The only good news for the Falcons is the game is going to be over soon. All right, so Buccaneers and Jets are in the last 90 seconds. The Buccaneers are up 24-16. Miami and Washington are within the last 3 minutes, and the Commanders are winning 20-7. But your local, how's the pupper doing, man? How was the walk, by the way? Also, is it warm, humid over there, or is it kind of cool? Let me know. Yeah, because I think me and David, our experience this week was a little hot and humid, kind of in the Midwest. There we go. Just to give it a little bit more color. The walk was full of dog attitude. Also, it's kind of warm here, and the humidity is dying down. That's good. Dog attitude. Well, sounds about right. That's why you love. That's why we love them, though, man. It's that 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 attitude. Yeah, Dave and I are Midwest people who say Ohio is the mid. No, yeah, no, no, no. The whole state of Ohio is just they're kind of their own thing. I mean, in a good way. We love you. We love you. We love you. But yeah, no. Yeah, because and I've been to Ohio a couple times. 2 or 3 times. Um, yeah, very very different. Very very different. What was the Gene Wilder line from Blazing Saddles? Uh, these are simple folk. You know, they're salt of the earth. You know, morons. No, but sorry, I watched that movie recently, and that line has stuck with me for the last couple of weeks. But yeah, man, yeah, Ohio is it's a very different in terms of the way that they operate. And like I said, I made a joke of like, we're not for the better. It's just different. It's a little different. But Tua fumbled the first snap. Oh, what? What? How the heck is Tua? Oh boy. That's Rush. That is Riff. Also, the Falcons quarterbacks that have played in this game are. I didn't know half of these guys were playing. Cooper Rush is a Atlanta Falcon. Tua, I remembered, but I kind of forgot, to be quite honest with you. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, interesting. Dude, how are the Falcons allowing Jarrett Stidham and Sam Ellinger to just destroy him at this point? Since when was Cooper on the Falcons? I'm right there with you, dude. I am right there with you. Like when you mentioned Tua, I was like, in my head, I was like, oh yeah, he is on the Falcons. And then I looked, and then leading quarterback for the Falcons, Cooper Rush, and I was like, first off, Cooper Rush is still in the league, and second, he's on the Falcons. I was like, how? No, I'm happy for Cooper Rush. You know, make your money, man, make your money. But how are you all? It's rough. Poor Cooper Rush. I actually kind of respect the guy. See, me and you guys are all on the same page here. Like Cooper tries his best. He tries. That's all you can ask. You know, it's just like if he wasn't trying or he just wasn't a good dude, you'd be like, oh god, terrible. But he tries his best, and you're like, you know what? All right, but he's not. It's always surprising. Like I was surprised that he was still on the Cowboys for as long as he was. To be quite honest with you, I completely forgot. I think outside of his first season with the Cowboys, I would always forget that Cooper Rush was still on the Cowboys, but also basically their primary backup behind Dak for like what looked like 10 years. Apparently, he was signed there 2 weeks ago. I thought he was still on Dallas. Was he even on Dallas last year? Let's see here. I could have sworn he was on another team last year, but I could be wrong. Oh yeah, he was in Baltimore last year. Yeah, he played for Dallas for the first 3 years of his career. Signed with the Giants, but was cut during the preseason or the final roster cuts. Then he played. Then he re-signed with the Cowboys, and he stayed there from 2020 until 2024. Last year, he spent time as the Baltimore Ravens backup quarterback, and I'm literally doing like I'm remembering now. I think he played some significant minutes for the Falcons. After starter Lamar Jackson suffered a hamstring in Week 4, Rush was named the starter. In Week 5 against the Houston Texans, his first start as a Raven, he threw 3 interceptions, no touchdowns, in a 10-44 loss to the Texans. And then finally in Week 6, Rush was benched for Tyler Huntley. Gotcha. Okay, so he started basically 3 games in place of Lamar Jackson before Tyler Huntley took over. Okay. And I don't remember him in Baltimore. The only reason I think I remember is because we were watching, we were streaming another game during Week 5, and I think they kept on showing highlights of Cooper Rush being picked off against Houston. I think that's the only reason I remotely remember him being on Baltimore. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like he signed on July 29th of this year. Signed a 1-year, $1.3 million contract. You know what, man? Give it up for Cooper Rush, man. Give it up, man. Able to make a solid 1.3 million, and it's probably just going to be holding a clipboard for basically the majority of the year. That's good. Good for him. I'm so used to him in Dallas, I keep thinking of him there because it just feels right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And I think he started quite a few games for Dallas, man. In 2022, he started 5 games, went 4-1, and then in 2024, when Dak got hurt, he played in 12, started 8, went 4 for 4 during that season. And he's been a relatively good backup, like 20 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. What's his completion rating here? Let me see here. 61% completion percentage. Not bad. Yeah. Oh, he went to Central Michigan. Okay. Yeah. Holy cow, man. Well, we learned something about the ball for about the Falcons quarterbacks. We don't know about half of them. That's hilarious. All right. And it looks like the games have finalized here. The Jets lose 24-16 to the Buccaneers. The Miami Dolphins lose to the Commanders 7-20. And the Broncos able to take it to the Falcons here 27-7. It was a rough game for Cooper Rush. He finished 7 of 19 and 2 interceptions there. And the Broncos' leading tackler was Mr. Irrelevant, Red Murdoch, the linebacker out of Buffalo. Nice. Yeah, also, to be honest with you, I would not be surprised if Cooper Rush makes a third stint with the Cowboys at some point in his career. And all right, man. So what else has been going on with you guys, man? What else has been going on? Let me know. Let me know. before I forget, um, David, your loco, anybody that's watching, man, any recommendations on music? Because music was a big part of what we talked about last week, last Friday. Let me know. Let me know. Nothing much else new going on. To a pool party tomorrow. Let's go, dude. Woo hoo hoo. Let's go. Pool parties are always fun, man. Also, David, which way do you swim, man? Are you a butterfly guy? You a backstroke person? Sure, kind of mix it up. I'm more treading water expert than swimmer expert. That's fair. Me too, man. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know if it's because I don't relax, but I don't float in the water. I sink. I very much sink. So I always have to kind of stay on the move. Ooh, we get some breaking news there, man. Not breaking news, but a little bit of news on the Packers side. I just came across it. So it looks like rookie Jagger Burton who's been impressive in training camp all season, all off season. But it looks like Matt, who I have yet to see his press conference after the game. Apparently, he is potentially trying to light a fire under Aaron Banks' tush there, because it looks like Aaron Banks' job, even though he basically signed an $80 million contract, it's not guaranteed, man. Interesting. Yeah, unfortunately I mean, Banks was hurt last year. When he was finally healthy, he looked quite a bit better. Still, probably not worth the entirety of that contract, to be quite honest with you. But man, and it was still very weird to see the Packers splash on Aaron Banks, who, I mean, he hadn't given up many sacks throughout his career in San Francisco, but he had never been spectacular, to be quite honest with you. And like guards typically are never going to be known as like dominant players. They're going to be well renowned. It just doesn't really happen. Centers, tackles usually get the if there's any type of high praise, those are the positions that get it. But even then, dude, paying that much to Aaron Banks was a head scratcher. He was probably going to get that from somebody else anyway, which is the reason why the Packers went after him so aggressively. But it's been underwhelming through the first year. But I don't know. Luckily, the way that that contract is structured, like most Packer free agent contracts, they can typically move on after about year two without too much of a cap hit still left. But it's still very disappointing that that Goody decided to kind of make that move that just doesn't seem like to be working. Yeah, over the next couple of days here, I'm gonna try to watch some of the press conferences of the after the game there, because those are also parts. Those are also things that they can kind of tell you what the coaches are not only looking for, but probably what we should be looking towards in terms of the performances, especially of individual players. Like like the Aaron Banks man, that is a position that the Packers need to find improvement. Whether it's Aaron getting better or finding a new player like Jager Burton, they need to find um, somebody behind Josh Jacobs, not only for the depth that they have lost over the last couple seasons, but on top of that, there's still a chance that Josh Jacobs could be suspended, or if whatever he was dealing with in the offseason a couple months ago gets worse, then they're going to need to find a way to replace him. So, yeah, stuff like that. Tucker Kraft coming back from injury, finding depth behind him, which has been a little bit of a struggle. There hasn't been the Packers tight end position behind Tucker Kraft has been lacking. They don't seem to find a they haven't been able to find a another receiving threat or a more versatile threat behind him in the last couple seasons. Um, but yeah, man, stuff like that is things to look out if you're paying attention to the Packers. Defensively, they got a lot of new faces. They got younger. They got they dipped into free agency. Franklin obviously going to be one of the leaders on that defense in the middle there, and the the defensive line. I feel like for the Packers is going to have to be kind of setting the tone, whether it's with Micah, Devontae Wyatt coming back from injury, or just some of the newer guys that are going to be whether new because they were drafted or just new because they're finally being pushed up on the depth chart. Man, either way, those are the guys that I think are going to have to set the tone, and if they can get better, then I think the linebackers get a little bit better, the secondary gets a little bit better. So, yeah. Sorry to go off on a tangent there, but yeah, with that news, I was just like, oh yeah, should probably I should probably talk about the Packers just a little bit on this channel. But I prefer to just watch Packers win and not read into how it happens. Okay, that's fair. But where's the fun in that, man? Come on. We gotta follow the ESPN model that has worked for them for the last 10 years, and that is just talk and talk and talk in circles, create opinions that don't need to be opinions, create debate whether it doesn't need to be debate, um, and we do that until we all just get laid off, and then we go to another network and see if we can do it again for a couple of years, and then we get laid off from there, and then we do it again, and then we have a cheating scandal with Mike Vrabel because he takes us to a nice hotel, and then we get fired from our job, and then we go from there, and then hopefully we can get a new career after that. I mean, I don't know about you. That's my personal goals that I'm trying to hit. You know, get fired, get hired, get fired again, get hired, have a relationship with Mike Vrabel, and then get fired one last time. Yeah, that sounds right. Don't forget the podcast. Oh, of course. Yes, after I get after the scandal, I write a book, publish it, becomes a bestseller somehow. I don't know how. And then I create my own podcast. And there you go. There you go. Yep. And I start doing terrible ad reads for companies that I have no idea of, and I promote products that I don't take, but I try to sell to people. Also, insert personal life drama that we should feel sorry for. Child has cancer, grandma get run over by a reindeer. Classic, of course, of course. You know, the weird thing, she got run over during the summer. I think it was a trial run for Santa. I don't know. Reindeers got away. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. I think you know how they have the life cycles of of like larvae and like bugs or whatever. I think the life cycle of an ESPN reporter or talking head is like it's a little bit longer. There's a lot more stages, but eventually it still ends up in the same, kind of where you started. She was busy listening to our podcast and didn't hear the ranger come. Dang it. I knew it. You know? But hey, we got to make that content, okay? Doesn't matter who we hurt. We got to make the content. We got to sell the supplements. And we got to give medical advice for some reason. Yeah, but now that I'm thinking about it, you know what? I might as well just keep doing this, man. I don't want. Also, Mike Vrabel is not my kind of guy. It's like, I'm good. I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'll just do fake ad reads. You know, big bubble wrap, big tuna. We'll keep doing that stuff. I think if you guys are okay with that, I don't know. Just doing all the other stuff that these other people are doing is just exhausting. I'd rather just stay in my house. Just keep doing my thing. Ooh, yes, final form is either politician or full-time spokesperson for oh yes, oh yes. You gotta sell you depends. What's the other thing that? Oh my god. Hold on. Extends. Remember those ads? Gotta buy extend pills. Just for some guys, it happens to some guys sometimes. What's the other? Oh my god, I'm trying to remember. I think there was one with the guy that was the main guy in Hawaii 5-0 or something like that. Am I thinking of somebody else? Hold on. Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck is like doing some weird like ad reads or something like that. It's hilarious. Farb sold copper pipe elbows. Oh yes. 100% hearing aids, cell phones, term life insurance. There we go. Yep. The last few items could sell not that far. I think you're right. That's hilarious, dude. Reverse mortgages. That's what Tom Selleck was trying to tell people a couple. I think he still does, but the last like 5 years, reverse mortgages. That's the end of my cycle right there. I finish everything off on this channel. The last ad I sell you before I croak is talking about how you need to reverse. You need to go and get some reverse mortgages, and then I just slowly drift away. Reverse mortgages. That's what I was thinking of. That's hilarious. Still have no idea what a reverse mortgage is, man. I never looked into it. Hey, your couch cover just realized. Yeah, I had to go. I had to wash it. Um, it's actually done drying now. I'll put it on later. But yeah, it was in the wash. I threw it in the dryer just before we went live. But it should be good. It should be nice and fluffy now. Nice and fluffy. But yeah, I had to get that bad boy ready for the preseason. Couch likes to be he follows the same kind of principle. You look good, you feel good, you play good. Reverse mortgages, you get X dollars, X months after so long, you get your house, but you're probably dead when it happens. Sounds like a good deal to me, man. Like they get money, you get maybe something, and even if you don't, you're dead anyway. So win, win, win. I don't know why, but the way I said that felt like it was like a George Carlin bit. I think the only thing that was missing was like the gravelly voice towards the end of his stand up career. Yeah, except if you have kids, they won't be happy about empty. Well, yeah, I was actually reading that right now. It just says you can convert your home equity into tax-free cash without paying monthly mortgage bills. However, the loan balance grows over time, reduces inheritance for heirs, and requires you to keep paying property taxes and insurance. Eesh. This just feels predatory, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, just interest and fees grow every month, makes the debt larger. Hmm, interesting. Hmm. Oh yeah, it's not a good idea for long-term financial stability. That's fair. Yeah, it's alright, man. I'm a millennial. I will probably never own a home anyway. Hope I'm wrong. Hope I'm wrong. Oh, dude, you gotta give me an update. How's the shed? How is the shed going? Because I think you said you finished with most of it, but I think you were still working on maybe one more thing. I always gotta get. I gotta get my weekly update on the shed, man. I need my fix. I need my fix. Landon, how you doing, buddy? Shit is still standing. I put that's what she said. Woo! Above the door, moved some grill and propane tanks inside. Nice. There we go. That's what she said. I like it. I like it. And then the propane tanks, man. Do you grill out during the fall as well? And then if you do, if you grill out, man, what's like your standard grilling food that you have? Do you do brats? Do you do hot dogs? Is it just you know steak? We doing burgers? What's going on? I'm very much a burger kind of guy. I don't mind doing the brats every once in a while, but burger, if I'm gonna grill out, it's gonna be burgers. It's always solid. I like to throw in some bell peppers on there as well. So good. Did you see the Christmas Day games? How do you feel about them? If you did see them, that is actually a good question. Let me see here. 2026 NFL Christmas schedule features a Thursday night football game on Christmas Eve, followed by a marquee Friday, December 25th, 2026 triple header with all matchups highlighting playoff rematches. Oh, it's going to be a long freaking Christmas day, I'll tell you that much. I already knew one of them was we were going to do one because obviously it's Packers in Chicago. But so yeah, Christmas Eve is Houston versus Philly on Prime Video. Not trying to advertise for them, but whatever. Christmas Day, Green Bay, Chicago at 12 my time, Central Time, or I should say our time. Netflix, Buffalo versus Denver, Netflix, and then the final game, it's going to be the Rams versus the Seahawks on Fox. Okay. Gotcha. Man, it's going to be a busy 24 hours right there, man. I mean, they're going to be good games. These are all really solid teams. The only one that I think could be a stinker, but this is just from the way that their season ended. The Texans and the Eagles, that could be a stinker, but hopefully their offenses don't stink like they did last year. But Christmas Day games, all three of them are going to be like they all have great quarterbacks, potentially great quarterbacks, like Jordan Love, Caleb Williams, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford. Like, yeah, these are all really good quarterbacks, good offenses, good head coaches. And I think everybody has a good to great defense. Yeah, I'm just trying to think here. Yeah. The grill was a mouse hotel. Hadn't been used, so I got rid of it. Maybe next spring I will get a new one. Okay, that's fair. So we talking about like a mouse, like you were talking about earlier? Or are we talking about actual mouse? Because either way, man, you still gotta feed both types of mice with some cheese. But yeah, but to answer your question, which is a great question, Landon, I feel pretty good, man. It's the Christmas Day lineup is going to be probably the more interesting, more dynamic one. Houston and Eagles should on paper be a good game, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is going to be one bad game. I would not be surprised if that one is the bad game or the boring game to watch. But yeah, but if you are concerned about having to get a Netflix subscription to watch those games, don't worry about them. I got you covered, man. But yeah, you can either pay them or you can watch me for free, and we will have better, funnier ads, and yeah, and you get to watch me try to make something of a weird Christmas day. Which game are you most excited for Christmas Day? It's gonna be Green Bay, Chicago, for sure. Um, I'm hoping the Packers. Last time they faced Chicago, actually the last two times they faced Chicago, they got beat pretty badly. It wasn't necessarily blowouts; it was just the way that they lost. And then, but if I had to not choose a Packer game, I'm trying to think here. Bills and Broncos, that could be a really good one. That playoff game was close and competitive, but there was a slight controversial call. Even though I think it might have been the right call, there was a slight controversial call on the field there. Trying to think here, man. Rams and I mean, if the Rams do get Aaron Donald back, that could really change up the dynamics of the Seahawks game. Because I think the Rams really missed a disruptive defensive lineman in their when they played the Seahawks in the playoffs. That was like if you look at that game, Sam Darnold was a little bit too comfortable in that game. He feel like he had so much time. He was able to just kind of pick apart the Rams. But if they get Aaron Donald back, man, Sam Darnold is going to have a really rough time being comfortable in the pocket. He's going to definitely have to be moving around. And then also the Rams have Myles Garrett now. That's going to be an edge. That's going to be disruptive. They added Duffy in on the perimeter there, so they got better in the secondary. Oh man, dang, yeah. If Aaron Donald comes back, I'm gonna have to switch over. Sorry, I know I'm kind of bouncing back and forth, but yeah, all these games are really good. To be honest with you, man, that Christmas Day is just a really really good stacked group triple header there. It's really good. Actual field / house mice. Yum. What was the movie? Oh man, Demolition Man. Sorry, Demolition Man. I think it was when they go down into like the sewers or whatever it is. Um, Stallone like orders a burger and a beer or something like that, because like the burgers and beers are not available on the surface, so he buys one, and he's like, oh, this is really good. What is this? And the lady that cooked him the burger is like, oh, it's rat. And Stallone's like, this is a rat burger. He's like, all right. Just saying, David, you had a chance, man. Some free meat right there. Just make a nice little mice burger. And they throw some ketchup on there. You know, a little bit of ketchup, some pickles, some onions, and you won't even think about it, man. I'm gonna let that just linger in the air for a little bit. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. And to be in like the Christmas games were really successful on the channel, man. We had a lot of people come through. Um, yeah, man. And I hope it that continues. I hope it happens again. And but I hope we were able to kind of enjoy. And I know like spending Christmas Day like with on a YouTube channel is a it's a big ask, but anytime you guys spend any amount of time with me is it was always appreciated. So I really appreciate you guys showing up on Christmas Day and those holidays as well, man. Just in general. So no thanks. All right, that's fair. That's hilarious, man. Sorry, when you said grill mice, then unlocked the Demolition Man movie in my head there, man. That was a movie I used to watch a lot as a kid. Yeah, Wesley Snipes, Simon Phoenix, which is still one of the greatest villain names of all time. Simon Phoenix, such a cool name. Yeah, we'll try. Make another short appearance. I usually go in laws with morning, Christmas, and afternoon, and sometimes all good, my man. All good. Trust me, trust me. No pressure, man. But I always appreciate you guys coming through, man. Like I said, even if you just pop in and say hi, it's always awesome, man. Yeah, man. Sure, trust me. Enjoy the time with family, man. We don't get enough of that in general in our lives. Um, hopefully, in the next couple of years, that does change. Hopefully, I don't know why it would, but hopefully it does somehow. But yeah, man. Yeah, and those are always good, man. The NFL making these games harder to find or putting a paywall basically in front of these games is it's not good for. I think we talked about it. It's not good for the average consumer. It's not good for the average NFL fan. And hopefully that's where people like channels like this come in. It allows us to keep it to what it's actually meant for. It's not about Netflix. It's not about Amazon. It's not about the ad revenue or anything like that. It's just about the game. And hopefully just kind of hanging out with each other, making fun of each other, but also kind of just bonding over our enjoyment of the game. That's what it should be about. That's what, in my opinion, the NFL should be trying to strive for, instead of trying to squeeze out a couple more $1 million out of a couple games. But it is what it is, and hopefully we can make it a great experience here on the channel during those days, especially for people that may not have a chance to spend time with their family, and they can hang out with us. Yeah, what's another thing that we're I'm gonna be trying to do the NCAA finals again. I'm gonna see if we can squeeze in some of the playoff games. But I feel like the the championship game was like a really fun experience. I think you guys saw me trying to learn these players' names throughout the game, and I think the views got the commentary got better as it went on. But yeah, stuff like that, man. I'm just trying to add some really fun stuff to the channel, man. That kind of gives us a chance to just hang out, you know, kind of put our own little spin on things. But all right, guys, it is almost 10 o'clock Central Time here, so I'm gonna let you guys go, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you guys for showing up as you always do. Shout out to David Stegosaurus, man, always being here, man. I appreciate you. I hope the family's doing well. Hope the pupper is doing well. It's FJ15, always popping in here early. Appreciate you, Landon. Thank you for being here, buddy. Your local trash can. Hopefully your Bills give you a fun game tomorrow, man. Same thing to Captain Mickey Mouse. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Jay, man. Cerebral palsy. His channel. Check out his channel, man. A great dude. Does a lot of hard work, man, and loves the Packers, man. So we appreciate you, Jay. Thank you for popping in here, my dude. Thank you, thank you. And I think also Jay was like one of the first people to subscribe to my channel, man, a while back. So yeah, man, he's been supporting my channel for a long time, man. He does his own stuff, so he doesn't always pop in all the time, man. But yeah, him supporting me, man, is a big part, man. So thank you so much for coming in here too. Holy cow! Let me see here. What's your favorite team besides the Packers? I'm trying to think here. I mean, the Packers are like my only favorite team, but I'm a fan of like teams that have a passionate fan base, like the Bills, especially teams that have passionate fan bases that have yet to win a title. You know, it's tough not to root for fan bases like that. So yeah, man, I'm all for fan bases. You know, people just being able to experience something like a championship with their team. That's always something that I enjoy, just in general, man. So like even when the Knicks, like I'm not a fan of the Knicks, but when they had a chance to win a title, man, you could see the passion that so many fans have had for being lifelong Knicks fans, not seeing them win a title, some of them never seeing them make a finals. So yeah, man, I'm all down. Seastrom! The man, the myth, the legend. What's going on? Y'all have a good one. You too, brother. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. Hopefully the school year is treating you well, man. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing, yeah, man. Hope the school year is going great. Holy cow! I had to say Seastrom before we took off here, man. Holy cow! Bye. Hopefully see you next stream. Will do, my dude. Thank you, Landon. I appreciate you, buddy. But holy cow, Seastrom. Howdy, 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 man. Holy cow. What's going on, dude? How you been? How you been? I'm gonna push back the end of the stream just a little bit, man. We gotta catch up with Seastrom, dude. But yeah, man, how's it been? Hey, David. There you go. Been busy. Work has started back up again. I feel you, man. I feel you. I know we didn't see you last week, so I was like, yep. Work is in full swing, man. But dude, you doing okay, dude? Hopefully, hopefully everything's kind of your. Hopefully you're finding your rhythm early on. Got a cool thing? Guess. Ooh, I'm trying to think here. Did you get a new car? Or some new technology for the classroom maybe? Those are my guesses. Hopefully I'm close. Cowboy cheerleader. Not quite. Oh, okay, okay. Closer. Oh, okay. Um, CD Lamb autograph jersey. Oh, signed Dak jersey. It was on auction at a fundraiser. Oh, dude, let's go. Heck yeah, brother. Dude, congratulations, my man. Heck yeah, dude. Literally, and speaking of Dak, man, he's like, I think he's like 6 or 7 touchdowns away from being the all-time um, touchdown thrower for the Cowboys. I think he's already the all-time uh, passing leader as well, man. That's an awesome thing to get, dude. Heck yeah, brother. Cheerleader autograph would be worth more. Hey, man, those girls are intense. We talked about it last week, man. Those cowboy cheerleaders do not mess around. They do not mess around. Was this close to getting a Brandon Aubrey one, but that one went for more. Ooh, dude, that's crazy, dude. That is hilarious, man. A kicker's jersey went for more than the franchise leading quarterback. Wow. You know what, man? I can respect it. And it's funny because that's not a joke. Okay, man. Holy cow, man. Yeah, dude. Trying to think here. Yeah. Heck yeah, brother. But let's be honest, man. Brandon Aubrey, man, the leg on that dude is insane. So I'm not too surprised, man. Not too surprised. But yeah, man. Okay, heck yeah, brother. So is that something you're gonna be wearing, or are you gonna put that on the wall? Also, I apologize. Like I don't know what my upstairs neighbor is doing. I don't know if it's because I yelled Seastrom. I don't know. Maybe I woke him up. But he's making some noise on the wall. There we go. Yeah, I still gotta get my still gotta get one of my jerseys up on the wall. I'm gonna eventually move this painting in the next, hopefully the next week or two. I'm gonna probably move it somewhere else, but I'm gonna try to put the one of my Packer jerseys up there. That I was able to get signed when I went up to Green Bay this last month, roughly. In the trash and become a Packer fan. Well, don't throw the jersey away. You could be a Seastrom. You could become a Packer fan anytime, but don't throw away the jersey, man. It's already too expensive, probably. Jesus. Didn't Skip Bayless make a video of him throwing away like a Dak Prescott jersey in the trash a couple years ago? I think it was when they lost to Green Bay. He made like a weird like little short. Sorry, I wasn't trying to bring up the playoff game again. I was more just okay. I heard that. See, sorry, man. Wait, what am I supposed to do now? Yell at Seastrom? Come on. A tradition that on this channel has been going on for years at this point. But yeah, dude. A signed jersey, man. What was it? Earlier today, I went to a local like a art uh, store. They're closing. Unfortunately, I think tomorrow's gonna be their last day. And I was just kind of looking at some pieces. As you couldn't tell, eventually I'll probably show you. But like, I have some art on the wall. I like to kind of fill the walls with some paintings. I like the canvas paintings mostly. But yeah, and she had a bunch of the owner there. She had a bunch of like '90s, early 2000 Packer memorabilia. Unfortunately, most of it is from the Mississippi Bandit. Unfortunately, so I don't really want to buy something with Favre's face on it. Unfortunately, um, but she had a bunch of other stuff, so I'm gonna try to go back there tomorrow. I think because it's their last day. I'm gonna try to buy maybe at least one that I can reasonably afford. But it's all good. No offense here. Appreciate you, man. Tell your neighbor to join the live stream next time. Right, dude? I was like, come on, man. I don't mind you making noise, but just make sure you like and subscribe first. Oh, one of my cousins got a job with the Steelers. Heck yeah. I think part of the support staff for the games. She gets to work all the games. Dude, first off, congratulations to her, man. That's massive. Even if it wasn't for like an NFL team, that is awesome, man. I hope she enjoys it. I hope she finds success, and I hope she continues to go up if she wants to, man. Heck yeah. Dude, yeah. Tell her some YouTubers said congratulations. That's awesome, man. Kind of want to copy of Picasso's The Old Guitarist. The old. I'm not super clear on all the details. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. Anyways, we're keeping an eye on it because as the home team, she might get taken to the Paris game. Oh, heck, yeah. Dude! Imagine getting paid to go to Paris. I know some people say Paris is overrated. I don't care. You kidding me, dude? Traveling anywhere is awesome, and then getting paid to travel somewhere. Oh, that's cool, man. That's freaking awesome. Also, Paris is a phenomenal city, man. I've had some friends that went there. Just really, really fun. Really, really fun. Like not necessarily like, woo, yeah, like there's that too, but just like a really fun, like really like rich history, man. So that's awesome, man. Yeah, dude. Congrats, congrats on that one, man. Dude, that is awesome, man. I like I said, I hope she enjoys the job, man. I hope she gets a chance to, you know, do some really fun stuff, man. And yeah, congratulations to her, man. They're asking around to see who has pets. Oh, there we go. Yeah, yep, 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 yep. Yeah, was it a couple months ago when I went down to Texas? I almost forgot that I needed to get that new ID thing, whole thing. Oh man, that was a fun thing to go through. But yeah, man, gotta get those. Make sure that passport is still up to date. So has she worked in like athletics or like has she worked? And it doesn't have to be anything like a team, a specific team. But I'm just like, has she worked in that area with other organizations, like other teams and stuff like that? And again, I don't want to be like no specific teams. I don't want to. It's just more of just like in general. It's like it's pretty cool though. I have a passport, never been stamped. You know what? It's almost kind of, it's almost kind of a impressive thing. Cause like I'm trying to think here. I think I have 3 or 4 stamps on mine. I think it expired though. I think I have to re-up it. But don't worry, David. You will travel one day, man. You will travel one day. I can see it. I can see it. I can picture you going to Canada and making fun of them. Making fun of the Mounties, making fun of their maple syrup, making fun of the side of Quebec that speaks French. I feel like that'll be your first trip. Also, I'm just looking at Picasso's The Old Guitarist. That is a very intense painting. It's like slightly melancholy, but the picture, the color of the guitar, for some reason, kind of brightens it up here. Anyway, sorry. Not with that team, but for a college team, I think I've mentioned before. But she's from the family of cousins who are all Steelers fans. That's right, dude. That is, yeah. That's kind of like that. Kind of reminds me of like the like the Mike McCarthy thing, man. Like being like Mike obviously grew up in Pittsburgh, grew up a Steelers fan, and now he's coaching there. And like, look at that side of the family, man. Like, been supporting the team for a long time, and now one of their own is among the ranks of the Steelers. It's awesome, man. I mean, I would make fun of Quebec slash Toronto, but otherwise, respect Canada. Canada. I don't know if that misspelling was on purpose. If it was, it's hilarious. But yeah. No, Canadians are good people. We like to make fun of them, but that's because they're so nice. And I think that's more of a. I think we're. Anytime we make fun of Canada, I think we're all just kind of reflecting on ourselves. You know, Canadians seem like good people. I like their flag, like that. It's just a big giant leaf. Like I don't know, is there any other flag in the world that has just like a piece of a like that's part of a like just a little piece of a tree basically. It's not even like the trunk. You know, you could be like, oh yeah, we're strong, man. We're strong like a big giant trunk. No, it's like no, we're part. We're gonna be one of the most prominent symbol on our flag is gonna be one of the more delicate parts of the tree. Sorry, I was looking at the Picasso painting again. Draws me in, dude. Draws me in. Not too big on Switzerland, but their flag is a big plus. Yeah, I've always seen it as more of like a medium plus, but I could see your big plus there. I could see it. You know, it's just if it was one line less, it would definitely be a minus for me. I like that we're also stretching our puns during the preseason because when the season starts, man, we gotta get those puns, firing and on all cylinders, man. We gotta stretch our pun muscles here. But do you still have the notes of the player nicknames from last year? Yes, I do. I don't have the notebook here. It's in my room. But I know I it's basically on top of like the the little storage little thing that I had. But yes, We will have those out and ready to go, dude. And we're gonna be adding some nicknames for sure this season. You know, where is Uncle Rico? Is Uncle Rico with the Steelers? Rico Dowdle. Yes, he is. Speaking of the Steelers, let's go. Oh, I forgot. And Seastrom, if you're still watching, my dude, how's how's your class doing, man? Like, how are like is the how's the dynamic? I should say. Like, how do you feel coming into this year? Like, how does that feel compared to last year? You know, one more year under your belt. Do you feel a little bit more comfortable? Well, I don't know. Because I think I've mentioned before, I have some family in education. I think I have one, two, three, four people in my family that are in education, man, and it seems to get, and in certain parts, it seems to get harder as time goes on. But hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully things change, man. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. David, how would like to say you were ending stream 15 minutes ago. Then CSUP showed up and party continued. Hey, man, we got to, man. We got to. Oh man, yeah, that sounds about right. I feel like that's how some of the live streams go, even during the season. Class is interesting. Got 30 more students compared to last year. Holy cow! Give or take. We'll see how that dynamic plays out. It's early yet. That's true. Heck yeah, brother. We appreciate you, man. Holy cow, an extra 30, man. But do what you can, man. So that's if it was 30, it's an what it's an increase of like 20% basically from what you had last year. Dang. Okay. And then this is always interesting because this is something that the last time I was in high school was nearly half of my life ago, so it's been a while. Like phones were fairly ubiquitous even when I was growing up, when I was in high school, but like it was a lot less likely. Like for the most part, not everybody had a smartphone. What? How do you deal with like cell phones, smartphones, devices, things like that? Like, do these kids have to lock away their stuff? I know some schools do that, or is it more just like keep it in your pocket? I don't want to see it, kind of thing. So that was always something that was like very interesting to me. Like when I talk to like my nieces and nephews. Off and away state law. Oh, holy cow! Did not know that. Hmm. Okay. Just keep it in your backpack. There you go. Yep. Oh, and off, of course. There we go. You know, if it's in the backpack and it's going off, text, updates, just binging every couple seconds. What was it? I think James Cameron, the director who like did Titanic, the Avatar, whatever. Apparently, he said that when he heard somebody's phone go off during a take, he would apparently um, uh, nail gun it to a wall. I'm not suggesting you do that. I'm just saying that's like it's like an extreme way of like saying like yeah, there's zero tolerance for cell phones around here. That'd be wild. I'm not a coach is now live notification. Those are okay. All right. I think that's actually built into the law. That it says you have to have your phone off. You can't have it on you, except when Dave goes live on his channel. Then that's okay. You still have to pay attention. You just have to have it on mute in your backpack, and you have to listen to Seatram. All right. Just just make sure you give him the view. Make sure you like and subscribe before class starts, okay? And now the smartwatches and oh my god. Dude, I keep on forgetting about like the glasses, the watches, yeah. Holy cow, man. Though that is a little more complicated if they're also their prescription glasses. It's a medical discrimination issue complicated. Oh yeah. We had a meeting, it was a whole thing. Oh dude, yeah. Yeah. See, like, and I notice these things, but like, since I don't like, these are just regular glasses. I have zero interest in recording people with my glasses. I think we're all good. On that. I think people deserve their privacy. Oh, there you go. But yeah, it's really really weird. Yeah, smart glasses are annoying from privacy perspective. Yeah, definitely a lot of teachers express concern. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how like the amount of or the lack of privacy wording in some of these this new technology is. It's like yeah, man, it's crazy. It really really is crazy how unregulated some of this stuff can be, man. And then like you're giving it to kids, things like that. It's very very wild. Hmm. So what did do you, if you don't mind me asking, like what did you guys decide on the whole like glasses thing? Like was that something that you had to tell like the kids at the start of the year, like, hey, make sure you're not recording people in class, or is it more of just like if we notice it, talk about it. If we see it's becoming an issue, then we address it, or is it more just like yeah. Basically you don't put up with students recording you? Apparently, some of them have a light that turns on when recording, but now some of them don't. Oh, I feel like there should always be kind of an indicator. Hmm. Yeah, that's fair, man. Yeah, that is definitely fair. Hopefully, it's a non-issue. Let's just hope that doesn't really arise at all. Hopefully, kids are just a little bit more restraint when it comes to that stuff. Like I said, complicated to address, but usually a warning for the day, then a long talk with the parents about getting a new pair at the end of the day. That's just for having the smart glasses. That's fair. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Like I said, like when I was growing up, man, like like most kids still have flip phones. The picture that you could take was like a not even 480p. Like it was like you're like, is that a person or is that just like a cutout? Or like what is this picture? You know, like I think by the time I graduated, like the first iPhone was like barely coming out, maybe. Like it was like something like that. Like so, yeah, like you said, glasses, watches, new technology, man. I was just kind of curious how some of that is being addressed, and yeah, okay. Thank you, my dude. Thank you. Oh, I didn't have a mobile phone until I was out of college. That's all right, man. I didn't get my first phone until I think I was a sophomore in high school, and even then, the only reason I got it is because um, a family member of mine worked for a cell phone company, and he was able to get a deal. Like I think if he bought a line, he got another line for free, and he basically gave me the phone for free. I think I paid $5 a month, basically, to him. That was it. So that was like the only, and it was like an old. Oh my god, it wasn't a Nokia. Oh my god, I'm trying to think of the brand. Was it a Nokia flip phone? It might have been Nokia flip phone, but anyway, it it could take like maybe a picture like the the basically the picture you could barely tell what it was. It was unusable basically, but it did what it needed to do and then made calls. I don't even think I could text without getting charged at first. So yeah, yeah, we're old, man. Mm, we are old people. Like if you gave the phone that I had to any of some of these kids, dude, they would probably freak out. They might run away. Only exception to the phone policy is some students track their blood sugar for diabetes. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. They received data from the implants so they can check it even during state testing. That's fair. Hmm. Yeah, because I've worked with people that have checked their phone like every half hour just to kind of check their blood pressure. So that makes sense. But dude, that's like I said, man. Seastrom, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for being an educator, man. That's it's a field that doesn't get enough love in general. And like you said, like the classes are getting bigger, man. But you do what you can. You these kids they need people. They need educators. They need all that stuff, man. Oh, and final question for you, Seastrom. I know you just started to work, but have you gotten a chance to do anything fun in the last like week or two? Anything that you're able to do outside of work, outside of because me and David were talking about um, theme park, like roller coaster parks, basically. And me and David are not big fans of them, but we did go to. I went to Six Flags recently. Got a headache, got a stomach ache after a while, and then David showed me a video of like this wild um, ride that he's gone on. I did watch Spider Man last week. Oh heck yeah, brother! That was a blast. Let's go, man. Yeah, dude, it was a really good movie, man. I was a little worried after a while because I was like, oh man, it's been 5 years. Is it gonna? I think they did a good job, man. And this was let me know if you agree. I felt like this one felt more like a comic book than any of the last three. Not saying that the last three were not good. I liked them a lot. Like I own them, but this one felt like a true like I was like reading a comic book. Like it was just like those little side stories, those little like early stuff. Like I don't want to say cameos, but like other Marvel characters were introduced and they played a significant role in the story. Man, it wasn't just like, oh, remember this famous guy or this famous character. Like I felt like they had a there was a reason for them to be there. I don't know. Yeah, this movie felt like a comic book to me. It was just really fun, really fun. And the suit was finally real too. It was an actual suit. It wasn't a CGI suit, and it looked so good too, man. Like that suit, like that goes up there with like Tobey Maguire's suit from the first two Spider-Man. So good, man. So good. I think even Andrew Garfield in his second movie, that also was a really good suit as well, man. Like practical. It was physically there, man. Really good. I never watched the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies at all. Was just not a fan of the character when younger. That's fair. Toby did a decent job, and Tom Holland plays it well too. 100%, man. Like it's they've been able to do a pretty good job, man. Really good job with the like finding the right actor to kind of inhabit that character. Like even the animated ones, like the Spider Verse movies, have been really good too. Really fun. Man doesn't have. Oh man, I'm trying to think. Hmm. Yeah, I would agree. I feel like the Batman has definitely been. I feel like the. Oh man, I'm trying to think. I feel like the toys have been more versatile, for sure. I remember growing up, dude. I wanted, and I'm pretty sure it was just silly string, but I always wanted the Spider-Man like web shooters that they sold like back in the '90s or early 2000s, man. And it was just like a big giant canister of probably silly string, and then you were able to attach it to your wrist, and dude, I was like, oh man, it always looked so good on the commercial, man. I remember wanting those as a kid so badly. I was like, yeah, heck yeah, dude. I'm gonna start webbing things. I'm gonna start swinging around this house. Let's go. It's probably a good thing I never did. I probably would have probably hurt myself at some point. Probably would have. I feel like I would have been smart enough not to trust it, but you never know, man. Kids do dumb things. Oh man. I'm trying to think, man. I don't know if I ever. I don't think I ever had a Batman toy, and I don't think I even had a Spider-Man toy. I was very much like a Cars, like not necessarily even Hot Wheels, just like Cars kind of dude. Let me see, those like cheap plastic soldiers. Oh, I had a bunch of those all the time. Yeah. I had some micro machines, military aircraft bases. Ooh, micro machines. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Holy cow, these things are expensive. Jesus. Gotcha. I feel like I actually had a very similar plane, like a jet fighter plane to that. I don't think I ever had the. I never had the base, but I remember. I feel like I've seen, or I used to have like a plane like that. It was like almost metal. It's pretty crazy. I have some Jurassic Park toys, a Velociraptor and Dilophosaurus, and a Jeep, a few human figurines too. Nice, dude. Dilophosaurus, that's the. Let me see here, hold on. Okay, gotcha. That is the one oh that's the one that. Sorry, I was gonna say that's the one that took out, oh man, Nedry in Jurassic Park. And as I was saying that, there's like a little, there's a little here. Actually, I should just take a screenshot and show you. That's hilarious. Wayne Knight. That was the actor that I was trying to think of. Um, but yeah, holy cow. Dilophosaurus. Yeah, so this is the image that popped up when I was like, I was trying to think. I was like, oh yeah, that's the thing that killed Wayne Knight in Jurassic Park. And that was I just thought that was really funny. That's good. That's good. So yeah, apparently a true Dilophosaurus is like the bigger one. I was like, it's actually supposed to be huge. It's not supposed to be like miniature or as small as it was in the movie. But apparently that's what I'm learning. I'm learning. That's hilarious though. Oh man. Holy cow, guys. Holy cow, man. Almost 3.5 hours, man. You guys are freaking awesome, man. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna let you guys either get some rest or finish off your night, man. But thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Once again, I'm gonna give a shout out to David, man. You're always here, brother. Appreciate you. And then shout out to Seastrom, man. Our our ever incredible teacher, trying to keep these kids in line, trying to teach them something. But yeah, man. Thank you guys. Um, I'm actually gonna leave this time. I'm actually gonna end the stream. Um, yeah, have a great weekend. I'm gonna be posting um, the poll for you guys to choose which preseason Packer game that we're gonna stream on the channel. It could be the one. It could be game number 2 or game number 3. Both of those are on Friday. I think one of them is. I think the second game is on the in like around 7, and then the other one is like around like the early afternoon. So yeah, whichever one you choose, that one is the one I will be live streaming, just as a tune-up for the regular season, and it'll be a little bit more casual. It's not going to be like, you know, it's still going to be a little bit of a hangout, but just kind of like just like these guys do. First quarter, we're going to be taking it seriously. We're going to be going down, and as we go along, it's going to get a little bit looser. We might even have a little bit of a alcoholic beverage, just one, small one, just to kind of bring in the new season. So, but yeah, man. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I'll be posting that literally as soon as I end the stream. That'll go until basically Thursday or Friday, when one of the first choices is available. Whichever one wins, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna post it on YouTube, and I will be posting one on the Patreon as well. So if you haven't joined the Patreon, please do. You can join for free, or you can join for as little as $1. Want to shout out to Seastrom as well for being a Patreon member. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And that'll be it, man. Have a great one, guys. Catch you guys next week for potentially either a hangout or a Packers preseason game. So thank you. Have a great night, guys. Appreciate you. Bye.